Hi, welcome. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. We have the Lovers, crossed by the Emperor. What is with the Emperor? Oh my god. In every reading lately, the Emperor is showing up. Like I said the other day, and probably a different card, maybe the same card. I'm the common denominator here, so I have to wonder, like, why is the Emperor showing up in every reading? What am I supposed to learn from this? Where am I being a little rigid, perhaps? And in the last reading, it came up, the word oppressive came to me. Where am I being a little oppressive? Ooh, I don't want to look at that. Anyway, that's maybe for another time. But what's showing up here, the Lovers crossed by the Emperor. First of all, both major arcana, so we're going to get some clarification here. But right away, where do I feel like, and this is for you to ask yourself, where do I feel the energy of rigidness in the way I see things? Like, I have a firm way of seeing things. I'm really opinionated, perhaps. And where is that making me feel out of alignment with my authenticity? So where is my tendency to be opinionated, or like, this is how I view things and it's the right way? Where is that making me feel not in alignment with my true self? Like, with what I really value. Okay, so let's leave that question there, and we'll pull a few more cards. We have the Six of Swords. This is a card of we're moving from part of our life where it's felt a little unstable, and now we're moving into or we're at least desiring to move to an area of life where there's more stability. Like we say, from the choppy waters to the calm waters, we're making that transition. It's usually some sort of healing journey. So it's like, where are we being called to really look at that, the rigidness in our lives that's caused the turbulence, that caused the choppy waters? Because where we hang on tightly, it usually has a way of making things, because change is happening, right? Change just happens. And when we hold on, it creates waves. If we were to just flow with the water, there's no waves. We are one with the wave. We are one with the water, and there's no resistance that creates waves. So where are we in the Emperor? Where are we adding resistance instead of flowing? Okay, because that's being called into to heal. And then we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. This is the card of acting from the heart. Some people call it the romantic gesture card, but it's really a softening of the heart. It's like, from this point forward, when I act, it's not going to be in resistance. It's going to be in flow. Okay, because cups are flow. And then we have the Eight of Swords. She's been popping up lately too. So where are you feeling bound up, restricted? Why is it so hard to let go? Why is it so hard to let go of that resistance? This is telling us to release. It's all put upon ourselves. We are the ones creating the resistance. We are the ones feeling it. It's like an endless cycle. Where are we being asked to like let go and go with the flow? Now, those are phrases in our world that they kind of become a little quip or a cliche kind of phrase where you're like, go with the flow, man. Well, what does it really mean in your life? This feels like turning that corner from where we've been adding resistance, and this says, wait a minute, to move to the calm waters, you have to just act from the heart, that authentic place within us, and that's what's going to loosen this feeling of feeling like bound up, that energy that creates resistance. is like, I feel like I'm not free flowing. So let's just get a quick clarification on how do we make that transition? Because for something here, I don't know why, but it feels like something here is saying, but I can't help myself. I just can't help myself. How do I do it? Because every time I open my mouth, I feel like I'm being rigid. I feel like I'm sharing an opinion. I feel like I'm so like have this way of saying what's on my mind, when it's like, how do I just stop? I can't help myself. I don't know why it feels like that in this reading, but maybe it's one of you out there watching this has that feeling of like, I want to stop. I do. I just want to go with the flow, but I can't help myself. So let's see what wisdom. Oh, I can't help myself. I just can't help it. Oh my God. Hanged Man. Yeah. There's a lot here. Hold on. This guy keeps popping up. This dang 8 of Pentacles. You and the Emperor. I swear. Go home. Go home. So right away, the Hanged Man, that is literally the first step. You have to pause. Fight the urge to open the mouth, right? How do we start acting from the heart? How do we become the Knight of Cups with that? It's like, those are action steps. The Knights are of action. Cups are of the heart. So how do we act from the heart instead of in resistance? How do we go with the flow? How do I transition? How do I make that transition? The 6 of Swords talks about swords being thoughts. All this anxiety and worry, like, that energy of like resistance. In order to go from one extreme to another, it feels like there's this point at which the Hangman, there's just like, pause, just stop. Sometimes it means I may not be able to yet act from the heart, but first, I will never be able to do that unless I just stop acting from the mind, right? The thing that says, well, I can't help myself but say it, I just can't help but be critical. I can't help but like say the thing that speaks my rigid thoughts. And thoughts are just dumb. Like, they don't mean anything until you voice them. We can't let them go. Try it. It's like, yeah. So we just stop, pause, just pause, and the clarity will come. All we have to do is stop. That's not even like a deep form of reflection. The Hanged Man is literally the card that says just pause, breathe. So this isn't even asking a lot of us, which I love. It's a very practical, down-to-earth reading. All we have to do is pause. This 8 of Pentacles showing up with the 9 of Swords. When I say it's a very practical reading, this literally is like earth energy. We're going from all the air energy of the mind, and it's saying we're not jumping to spirit energy. We're not getting all spiritual and like self-actualized here. This is a very grounded, practical reading that says pause and then do it again, and then do it again, and do it again. And that's how you make change. That's how you get the calm waters, is you pause and you pause again and you pause again. And then you're like, man, I don't have to speak. I don't have to give voice to every thought that goes through my head. I just don't. And you know what? Instead of feeling like you're stifling yourself, you actually start to feel liberated. You start to feel freedom. You start to feel flow. So that's what this reading is about. And the way, like, once you start to feel that flow, that's where you start to feel like you're coming into alignment with who you really are and what you really value. And so that's the way to stop the dysfunction of the Emperor, the guy who says, this is how it's gotta be, and I'm opinionated, and I'm so smart, and you're all doing it wrong, or whatever, however it's showing up in your life. It's like, here's the answer. I know it's not sexy, but that's how we go from this chaos to this flow. It's like you can't just jump to flow a lot of times. It feels impossible, but we can stop this. We can just pause. I love this. It's so boring and it's so practical. And it's so transformative, really, if we do it again and we do it again and we do it again. Bye.